There we go. Oh my word. I was thinking it wasn't going to happen. The little spinny circle that's like going live, never actually went into your live. Um, I don't know what that was about, but thankfully, when I refreshed the page, it didn't like end the stream. YouTube is real funky like that. Like if it had started and then glitched out, it would have literally ended the stream. And then I would have had to send y'all to a whole completely different link, and it's super not great. But it worked. So never mind. We're here. Hello. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the Merry Morning Show. For those of you that are randomly stumbling upon this, my name is Brianna. I am the diva behind Diva and the Divine. And this morning show is a nice little happy holiday thing for me to do during weekday mornings for the next 3 weeks. So we're here. You can tell you are like the first people that I have actually like spoken audible words to, except for like 2 or 3 words to my husband. Literally 2 or 3 words. Excellent, Lissa. I'm glad you got home from the gym. I woke up late. I woke up at 7:40. My alarm is set for 7:40. Should I have said it earlier? Yeah, probably. But I just got finished with my journaling and my devos and all that. And I was like, I originally wanted to go live at 9 o'clock exactly. And because the more that I'm thinking about it, the more I'm realizing that 9 o'clock probably should be the goal instead of 10, like between 9 and 10, 9 should be the goal. And the reality is, y'all just get me like this instead of like put together. But how is that different from any other day? Right. So I'm thinking that the answer is I strive to go live at 9 o'clock and then I just work out afterwards. Speaking of workout, I did 6:45 yesterday, which is the new program from Beachbody. And holy cow, do I hurt. I am sore like I have not been sore in a long time. It was leg day, and those deadlifts get me right up in the booty, which is where they're supposed to. Like, that's the goal. But when I woke up in the middle of the night tossing and turning, it's a lot of work for me to like turn my body. I use my legs. It's a thing. So when I'm sore in the lower half of my body, I realize it at night when I'm like, when I have to use those muscles to turn myself from side to side. Holy moly, bending is not a fun thing today. The glutes hurt something fierce. Um, Making breakfast and about to head to the gym. Fantastic. I'm glad to be here while you're making breakfast this morning. So, what's the good word, my friends? What's happening today? What do you have to share today? I'm still getting going. This is my second cup of coffee, but they're small cups. They're small cups. So really it's like cup 1.5 if you want to be real about it. But I'm trying to wake up my body so I can do the workout again today. Hopefully there's no legs involved, but you never know. In terms of the 6:45 workout, for those of you that are wondering, it is the new workout on Beachbody. It is with the trainer Amalia Caesar, I think his last name is. I don't actually know his last name, but his first name is for sure Amalia. Big, tall, black dude. Um, really awesome. Love. He has the same era as Joel, which most of you know by now. Joel Freeman is who does Live 4, which is my favorite program. But Amalia's very good at explaining exactly why we are doing everything that we are doing in the workout. And I think that is so valuable because Joel does the same thing. He makes sure our form is right. He tells us what we should be feeling, why we're doing it, all of that. And Amalia is doing the same thing, which I really enjoy. And what's interesting about this workout, and it's called 6:45 because it is 6 days a week, 45-minute workouts. And so yesterday was my first one, so I don't know how the whole thing goes. But what I do know is we started with like 10 or 15 minutes of dynamic warm up. So we actually did like 30-second moves like hip bridges and leg swings and things to like get all of the parts of our body that we're actually going to be working warmed up in a dynamic way so you don't injure yourself. So while I am sore, it is not injury sore. It is holy moly, you lifted for the first time in forever sore. And then the workout itself was like, it felt super quick, even though it was a 45-minute workout, it felt super quick. There were some moves that were EMOM, every minute on the minute. So he tells you you got 15 reps, you have 60 seconds to do the 15 reps. If you do them in 20 seconds, you have 40 seconds to rest. If you do them in 45 seconds, you have 15 seconds to rest. So there's some of those in there. We did squats for EMOM, and then we did some things that were just straight up 30 seconds, however many reps you can get in 30 seconds. Super, super interesting. I was very surprised at how simple it felt, but also how sweaty I was by the end of it, because I was definitely sweating. Not like profusely, but like the heart rate was up, the face was damp, and so it was good. And then I realized how tired I was. Yesterday was a rough day in terms of energy, which led me to another realization that I had yesterday, which was carbs are not the enemy. And this is not a lecture. Good morning, April. Good morning, Rosemary. Good to see you all. Welcome to the morning show. Um, so I had a major energy drain yesterday, and I'm assuming that a lot of it was from this workout. I also ate a questionable lunch of leftovers that made me really not feel good. It was bad. But I don't think that's the thing that like drained my energy. That just kind of was the icing on top of the cake. And but like my energy, because like I could feel the energy be gone after the workout. My legs were like, "Whoa, what did you just do to me?" And I never got the energy back. And I took a CBD alert capsule, a Soul CBD alert capsule, which has caffeine in it, trying to give me a little extra boost in the late afternoon. And what I ended up doing was I had a snack, which was not the greatest snack. It was a sugary snack, but it was after said sugary snack that I realized my energy came back. And I was like, well, that's stupid. Why did, I don't want to have to eat sugar. And then I'm like, you dummy. Like, in the things but like in the moment you don't think about them is it wasn't the sugar, it was the fact that it was a carbohydrate. And a lot of the things that I ate previously in the day, I had a protein shake and I had a oh my gosh, what did I have? A bar, healthy eating on the go bar, which are they have some carbs, but they're very carb balanced and everything. And then I had this concoction, which was mostly leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, a half a cup of leftover fried rice and vegetables. So there were carbs, but not like many carbs. And so of course I wasn't shocked when I ate the quick burn carbs and my energy came back. And I was like, girl, you have got to start eating the carbs more often because apparently, and every body is different. My body, I'm learning as much as I love the protein and I thrive on protein, my body's energy source is 110% carbohydrates. I need to get better about doing that. Because if I do that and I actually eat sustainable carbohydrates throughout the day, then lo and behold, I'll have sustained energy throughout the day. Um, Oh my goodness. Hello, friends. Jamie, good morning from Minnesota. Or Janie, how is the weather in Minnesota? I would love to know. Where in Minnesota are you and how is the weather? I am regularly checking the weather in Minneapolis. And while it has been cold, it has not been crazy. It has not been crazy in terms of temperature drop yet, because we all know that it's going to wait until I get home to actually drop to the below zero temperatures. But I'm curious to know, how's the snow situation up there? Have you gotten your Christmas decorations up already? Technically, yes, but I am not at my house. We decorated the house we were at. We were at my in-laws' house. And so I'm sitting right next to, let me see if I can do this tactfully here. Do, 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 do. I am sitting right next to the beautiful Christmas tree that we put up over the weekend. And we have a lot of the other Christmas decorations up as well. So this house is ready for Christmas. I have the table that I am currently sitting at needs a couple of decorations, but I'm going to do that after the cleaners come today. And Kim, I don't know why your message is held for review. That was dumb. Okay. You of all people should not be held for review. um, so yeah. And Janie also said, Florida looks good on you. You're beaming. Thank you. I honestly think it's because of the shirt, because the shirt is in my colors, and I look really good in navy and burgundy. I'm just learning this about myself, y'all. Remember when I had my colors done and everything like that? This sweatshirt is in my colors. But thank you. That was very sweet. So yeah, the Christmas decorations are up. And for me personally, for my house, we are not decorating because we're not going to be there. So we have the Christmas decorations here. We're staying at my grandparents' house in Illinois, and that will have the most glorious Christmas tree that you guys will see when we get there. And my sister, who lives with my parents, has the Christmas decorations up because that's where Christmas is happening. So every place that I'm going to be has Christmas decorations up. True confessions, we still have our fall decorations up. So when we get home, we have to put fall away. Um, but it's fine. It's fine. My old trainer told me the same thing about carbs, especially before a hard workout. Yeah, and I didn't think about that. I made sure to have protein before my workout because I'm like, I'm lifting for the first time in forever. I need to have protein. Didn't think to like do a small carb load before that because holy moly, did that sucker drain me like crazy. And also, Kim, I mentioned you because it flagged your message. But hi, good morning, good to see you. Southern Minnesota temperature was 60. Today is 45. Wow, you guys are having great weather while I'm gone. That's not fair at all. Oh, come on. I did notice that it was pretty warm yesterday, and I was like, well, that's interesting. Um, I'm glad to hear it. Bummed that it means that I'm probably going to get pummeled when we get back, but it is what it is. I found my Sherpa lined sweatpants, so I'm getting myself mentally and physically ready for a Minnesota winter. Also, can you even believe, y'all? Tomorrow's December. Tomorrow is December. I don't even know how that happened. Oh my gosh. Um, I start my day every day with oatmeal and I walk 5 miles midday. That oatmeal is a jump start for my day. Rosemary, that's actually a really great thing. And I think I want to start. I've been in my journaling today. I've been thinking a lot about like it's so I think a lot about like the goals that I'm setting, right? And so what has been on my mind and on my heart lately has been the food that I need to prepare in order to do my cut in January. And just this desire, and I mentioned this yesterday, this desire to have like just the good, clean, hearty, healthy food for fuel in my kitchen all the time. And recipes that means my sister-in-law sent me yesterday. We were talking about that cookbook, Eat Fast, Eat Run Fast, Eat Slow, I believe is what it was called. And so last night she was sending me pictures of a couple of recipes. She sent me Flu Fighter chicken and rice stew, high altitude bison meatballs with simple marinara. She said the bison meatballs are to die for, and I love that because I have 2 pounds of ground bison in my refrigerator as we speak, and a simple, clean marinara sauce. And so I like all of this just has me thinking, and I was journaling about like the food and how I want to have recipes to keep me warm and fueled. And then I'm thinking about the carbs. And one of the things that I can very easily protein up is oatmeal. And I used to do some overnight oats with like sugar-free maple syrup and all of like the additive stuff that I wouldn't do anymore. But like that doesn't mean I can't still do like overnight oats and warm them up and throw some pumpkin in there and throw some protein in there and really like hearty up some oats that will keep me warm on days that I'm like eggs, because in the winter, while I love my Fab Four smoothies and I want to drink them often, we actually just ordered a new bullet blender yesterday because we were burning out the bullet blender that I have. The one that I use all the time to make smoothies for myself and my husband is one that I got for free at the Fit Blogging conference back in like 2014. And it's still working, but you can tell the engine is starting to wear out. So we took advantage of Target's Cyber Monday sale on small appliances yesterday, and we got that. And then did I tell you guys my air fryer crapped out right before we left? Literally in the middle of air frying something, it just stopped. No beep or anything. And I was like, that's really strange. And it was just dead. My precious, beautiful air fryer that I got for like my 30th or 31st birthday, dead. And I was like, well, okay, not gonna remedy this now because we're leaving, but okay. So yesterday, I managed to convince my husband to let me order a Ninja Foodie, which is the grill that is also an air fryer. So it's the one my sister has, or similar to my I got the smaller one instead of the really, really big one. So those things are both coming. They're getting shipped to my parents' house because we don't need them here. But so I will have a new air fryer grill thing to share with you and a new bullet blender to share with you and everything. But my whole point was smoothies. I don't drink smoothies as much in the winter, so I need to like find a way to fab for something else. And oatmeal is a really great thing to do. Good morning, Lindsay. I tried the Verb Energy Bar today and I really enjoyed it. They're solid. They're solid. Minnesota is getting back at you for escaping last winter. I know, right? We had a rough night last night with sickies. Oh no, not even coffee can. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lindsay. That's a major bummer. Bison meat tastes off to me for whatever reason. Interesting. I love a good bison burger. I love a good bison burger, and bison in general is pretty lean and healthy. So I'm a fan. My last butcher box, I threw 2 pounds in there, and we haven't made burgers yet because the problem is when you do a bison burger, like I want to do it right. And it ends up being like a 700 calorie ordeal. And I'm like, this is great every once in a while, but I don't want to like meal plan 700 calorie burgers regularly. Like that's not what it's about, because we do like the pretzel bun and I put goat cheese and caramelized onions and all sorts of really good things, and it's delicious and it's fine to have every once in a while. But I'm like, I have a stash of bison meat. I'm not going to make all of those burgers. So when my sister-in-law told me about these meatballs, I was like, this is a great idea. Let's do this. I put a scoop of protein powder in my oatmeal along with PB2 sugar-free powder. Perfect. Protein it up. That is my number one and only like hard and fast food rule, y'all, is start your day with protein. That is my hard and fast rule, or at least something balanced with protein. So like breakfast number one for me today was a healthy eating on the go bar. The apple one is very macro balanced. It's like 12 grams of protein, 19 carbs, 8 or 9 fat, something like that. I don't know. Beautiful, wonderful. Good morning, Jordan. Um, so always start with some protein, and then breakfast number two will probably be a protein shake. Although my poor body is very wary of food because of how sick my leftover lunch got me yesterday. So I'm in that weird like I should eat food because hunger and nutrients and sustenance. But my body's like, do you really want to eat food though? Do you really want to? I don't think so. Um, I used to make these really good Fab Four oatmeal bowls with nut butter and granola. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm going for, like, the winter. Protein, a little bit of fat. Once my cut starts, my fat is gonna go down, which is fine. So I'll have to be doing less fat than normal. So I'll have to be very intentional about where I choose to put my fat. But it's fine. It's fine. Can you tell I'm already mentally preparing and emotionally preparing for like, enjoy this while you have access to it, because my protein ain't going to get cut. It's going to be my carbs and my fat that get cut. So I want a ninja. Let us know how you like it. I'll let you know for sure. I'll let you know. The reviews say that you can grill a pretty mean salmon on this thing, so we'll see. My sister made some pretty good looking steaks before. We are a medium rare steak family, and she sent me pictures of the steaks she cooked on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this thing. I have to have it. And but I didn't buy it because I didn't have a reason. I have a grill pan that I can grill food on. I had an air fryer. Like there was no reason for me to purchase this thing. Then my air fryer died. So now I magically had a reason. We're buying an air fryer grill for our house for Christmas. Excellent. Excellent. And for me, the reason that I wanted the grill is because we don't own an actual grill. I love grilled food. Summer is grilling season for me. And when we lived in Chicago and I could go to my parents' house, my dad grilled all the time. So I would just like, even in midweek when my husband was traveling or whatever, my dad would be like, I'm grilling hot dogs or I'm grilling chicken. You want to come over? I'm like, all right, sure. I love the grilled food. So this will be a good way for me. We also have like hot dogs and burgers, now that I'm thinking about it, from Butcher Box in our freezer. And with the grill thing, I'll be much more likely to want to eat them. Hey, look at that. So I'm very excited to just see how it works and have the option to grill things on a place other than my grill pan. I mixed fiber powder, protein powder, yes, and topped with fruit, nut butter, and granola. Yeah, fiber powder is definitely a great thing to add as well. I have almost all the Ninja appliances. Which one? I just got the Ninja Foodie, the 5-in-1, so, like, the smaller version of the grill. Let me check my receipt. I can tell you exactly what I purchased. Um, let's see, purchase history. I should tell my sister that they're coming so she's not like, "Why did this thing show up?" I got the, $200 Ninja Foodie 4-quart 5-in-1 indoor grill and air fryer. That is the thing that I purchased. So, awesome steaks and burgers. Yes, that's what I love to hear. I love me a well-cooked steak and burgers and all that, so I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Oh my goodness, my friends. I'm so glad to see you all here this morning. This is such a nice little thing. While Jordan is here, I will say we discussed having a little giveaway. She's been sweet enough to be like, you know what? Let's get some engagement on this sucker. And how about do a little weekly Starbucks giveaway? So here is the terms of the Starbucks giveaway, y'all. You need, if you want to be entered, all you have to do is be active in the chat 4 of the 5 days of the week. And there will be a drawing at the end of the week. Or maybe like I'll do the drawing over the weekend or something so I can go back in the chat and be like, who actually chatted with us today? Because I want to get some engagement. Jordan wants to caffeinate my community, which is amazing. Thank you, Jordan. Um, so show up and be ready to chat every day, my friends. Medium rare is the best way to cook a steak. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? I love me a medium rare steak. We have a Traeger. Smoked meat is delicious. I love smoked meat too. Oh my gosh, I love smoked meat. I'm trying to learn to love grilled chicken. The struggle is real. So the way that I do it, there's a couple of chicken tips that I have. My grilled chicken actually turns out pretty great, but I haven't used it like on the grill thing. I use it on the grill pan, but I don't bake it. I grill it on the grill pan. Um, Beat the chicken first. So like boneless, skinless chicken breast, take one of those meat hammers to it, beat the crap out of the chicken so it's even and it gets tenderized. Then when you cook it, you put a little bit of seasoning on it, but then here is the thing. You got to put olive oil on it. You got to put the oil on it to get some moisture in there. And then you get your nice hot pan, you sear the one side for a couple of minutes, right? Then you flip it over and you sear the other side for a couple of minutes. The searing helps seal in the juices. Then after each side has been seared for a little bit, you turn down I almost said the volume. You turn down the volume of the chicken so it's not screaming at you. You turn down the heat to a lower temperature and then you cover it so it can kind of cook a little bit low and slow after you have sealed in the juices. And you flip it every couple of minutes until it's at temperature. And then when you pull it off the heat, you have to let it rest. Let it rest for 3 or 4 minutes, and that will help seal in the juices, and it's real good. It's real good. Um, I also baked a cake on the bake feature too. Interesting. Um, oh, that's gonna be a tough one for me. Team medium rare. My motto with steak: if it's mooing, I'm chewing. Yes, yes, I'm like that too. I like a good like it needs to be warm, but like give me a nice red steak. Oof, oof. Steak conversation. My sound is messed up. Y'all, is my sound messed up? The sound glitched for a moment. Oh, weird. Am I back? Am I back? It didn't give me any indication that the sound went funny. That's weird. Um, Medium rare is the best. Sometimes I order it so it's still okay, even if it's overcooked a little. Yes. My mother-in-law does that when we order from Longhorn Steakhouse. She orders a rare steak because then if you reheat it, it still has a little bit of rareness to it. Okay, excellent. Thank y'all. And for me, like my hard and fast rule now is if I order a steak and it's cooked well, I will eat leftovers cold rather than reheat the steak because reheating the steak is going to ruin the cook for me. Hi Kayla. I'm team medium to well done. I'll eat raw fish, but rare beef is a weird texture to me. Interesting. Interesting. I know a couple people that do well as well. I am not one of those people. Um, and raw fish. Yeah, raw fish is an interesting one too. We just had some really good last week. Ordered from a local sushi place, and they gave us the most generous slices of sashimi I've ever seen. So good, so good. Team medium. I like making it in the cast iron. I turn the heat all the way on high, get the pan hot, put avocado oil and seasoned chicken seared on each side, pop it in the oven. Okay, yeah. That's the one thing I haven't done the whole I'm getting notifications. Oh, all my notifications today have been your packages have shipped. Y'all. Anybody else do massive amounts of Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping? Because I did. But I don't own a cast iron skillet. And because for me, first of all, aren't they like stupid heavy? And that's the last thing I need is something stupid heavy to haul around. Like I want to have a cast iron skillet, but I don't think it's practical for me to have a cast iron. The sound I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why. Oh, can you hear me at all? Can you hear me at all? Cause so I can remember what I brought. I can hear. Okay, good. Because my little thing isn't even registering that there's a sound, but I don't have an external microphone on. So I don't know if that only registers when there's an external mic. I don't know. Um, the Black Friday shopping, y'all. The Black Friday shopping. What did I do? I did can't even remember. I ordered 2 bras from the Third Love bra clearance. It's supposed to be delivered today. Not Black Friday, but my Moxie Life companion notebooks are getting delivered today. My Black Friday shopping was we ordered some things for my husband, but XO Marshmallow. I ordered from XO Marshmallow. They had an advent calendar that I wanted, but was not willing to pay the price for. And I'm just like, oh, but I want it. It is XO Marshmallow is a Chicago-based company. They have this really cute little marshmallow cafe in Chicago. And I've never been there, but I've met at a blogging conference years ago. I met one of the 2 owners. And so I found out about it through following her, and I ordered their products a couple of times, and they're very good. They're very, very good marshmallows, and like marshmallows, I think their nutrition information is like 3 for 100 calories. So like it's actually a really great snack. So I wanted to order their advent calendar, which is a different flavor marshmallow every day for 25 days. And I'm just like, but I can't justify the price. I just don't want to. And then on Black Friday, I decided to go take a look and see if they were having a sale. And they had a 30% off, everything on the website. So I was like, well, shoot. If this applies to the advent calendar, girl is in. And guess what? It applied to the advent calendar. So I ordered the advent calendar from XO Marshmallow. I ordered a box of salted caramel marshmallows, which are my favorite from them. The butterbeer ones are also very good. I ordered old-fashioned marshmallows for my husband, like the drink. They have like XO marshmallow, like after dark or whatever, and they have some alcohol-based ones. And then I ordered a set of 2 marshmallow cups. They're like think peanut butter cups, but instead of peanut butter, it's a layer of cookie dough and a layer of their homemade marshmallow. So that's coming. And then what else did I order? Oh, after I got off of I think it was after I got off with you guys, I got the email from Revel Nail, the dip powder company, that said their, Cyber Monday sales were happening and the advent calendar was on Cyber Monday sale for $50 off. $50, which means for $99, you get the 25 days of Revel Advent calendar-ness. And I could be wrong, but I think they're big jars too. They're not like little jars, they're big jars. So I did the math and it ended up being I had a $10 coupon that I could use. So for $89, I got this advent calendar plus the Cyber Monday freebie. So 26 big dip powders, which came to like $3.60 a powder for something that would normally be 10 or 11 bucks. Couldn't help myself. So I got that too. And then I ordered more skincare because I'm running low on a couple things. So, Black Friday, all the goodness. I got some pretty good deals this weekend, including a partial refund because the coat I ordered went on sale. Nice, nice. And then the other thing that I did, I actually renewed my Plan to Eat subscription this year. For Cyber Monday, Black Friday, they normally have a 50% off deal where you get the whole year for like 20 bucks. And it is a meal planning software where you can import recipes from various websites. Like my account was still active, it just hadn't been used. So like I had some HelloFresh recipes that I imported from when I had HelloFresh. I had some Skinny Taste, some the Skinniest Dish. I imported a couple of recipes just last night for things I want to try. And then you can actually use a click and drag feature to like meal plan on the calendar. And then you can actually use the shop feature and it will auto populate all of your ingredients and tell you what your shopping list is for the week. It's a very cool thing that I've purchased once before and barely used. But with all of the kitchen related goals I have this year, I was like, you know what, for the $20, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to actively make a choice to use the software and take full advantage of it. I heard about it from Blair Blogs years ago. And she uses it regularly. And I'm like, it's just such a great idea. So I caved and I did that too. Y'all. But I think I'm done now. Oh, and I ordered healthy eating on the go bars, even though I just ordered some before we got here. But you can never have too many of those, right? So, good morning, Barb. How are you this morning? I'm keeping an eye on the clock because I want to be done before our cleaner gets here at 10 o'clock. So yeah. What is on your guys' mind to want to discuss today? We've got a few minutes left, so let me know. And then in the meantime, while you're racking up some conversation topics that you want me to touch on, let me go through today's Write the Word Advent thing. You missed the gold talk last night. Oh, did you? I am sorry. It will be. I remembered to record the thing this week. This is for my Patreon members. So Patreon members, every month we have a goal setting discussion, and it happened last night and over Zoom. And it's basically just where we talk about like our intentions for the upcoming month, and then what some of our goals are, and breaking them down into action plans. It's a great time. We kind of brainstorm and bounce ideas off of each other, talk about goal setting, things like that. And for those that can't make it, if I remember to hit the record button, I will upload it to my channel as a private video just for my patrons. So I have it recorded. It's on the agenda to get uploaded in the next 24 hours. So you will be able to see it. Glad I was able to catch you live. I'm so glad. Order my new planner and some planner covers, skincare, and a nice CBD stash. Yes. I also did the CBD stuff. I purchased a lot of this, I got the relief cream. I got the capsules, the capsule bundle trial packet thing because there's a couple capsules I haven't tried yet. And I was like, I use the other one, so let's just order the packets because it's a great deal. And then I ordered a whole nother like beginner set, which has the gummies, the oil, and the dream capsules in it, because it's just a good deal. So, all right, y'all. And today, for those of you who don't know, this is the Cultivate What Matters Advent book, where every day they give you a Bible verse to think on, reflect on that has to do with Advent. So today's was Ephesians chapter 1, verses 17 through 18. The biggest challenge in all this is me having to read my own chicken scratch handwriting, y'all. I keep asking that the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the glorious Father, may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation so that you may know him better. I pray that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened in order that you may know the hope to which he has called you, the riches of his glorious inheritance in his holy people. That's the reading for today, Ephesians 1, 17 and 18. And then let us do every day. I also want to be doing these. These are also this is not a sponsored Cultivate What Matters thing. This just happens to be all the jazz that I'm into right now. The 100 intentional action ideas for faith and for wellness. And we're going to pull a new card every single day to give everybody a little action thing for us to do, right? So for faith today, in what areas of your life do you see God blessing you? Write down a few thoughts. There's a faith prompt for the day. I would not be mad if Cultivate wanted to sponsor me. Not at all. And for the wellness, it is another soul-related wellness card. Savor the joy of a simple moment today. Savor the joy of a simple moment. We can do that right now. Here's the cup of coffee. Oh, and it's so good. And it's so good. Savor the joy, hanging out with my crew on a Tuesday morning. Oh, my word. All right, my friends. There we go. There we go. Trying to think if I have anything else exciting to report to you today, but I do not. Um, God is good. He is indeed. He is indeed. Coffee. Yes. All the coffee. I'm almost out. I've managed to polish off this entire cup of coffee. I poured it right before I sat down and hit go live, y'all. Mm. How do people build mindfulness? I think mindfulness starts with intention, right? You have to be very aware that you want to be mindful of something. And you have to I think mindfulness a lot of mindfulness comes with slowing down. It is very hard to be mindful when you are hurrying through everything. Um, and also, hi Amberly, it's good to see you pop up. Um, and I think just like being mindful is just having the discipline to stop and take a second to think about whatever it is you're trying to be mindful about. For example, last night, and I said this on Instagram, last night I had this crazy, not so crazy, but crazy experience. You know, your girl is a dessert every day girl, right? Um, I ate my dinner and I ate some sweet potato casserole for some carbs and trying to get rid of the leftovers. Apparently, according to the news, yesterday was the last day for leftovers for your Thanksgiving. So if you have any left, you should probably get rid of them now. But I went and I sat down and I did my goal chat, which ended up being like 90 minutes. And then I called my mom and FaceTimed my mom for a little while. And so it was like 10 o'clock and I wandered back into the kitchen to refill my water bottle. And I was like, and my husband was dishing out ice cream. And I was like, stop. And I thought about it. I was like, I don't think well, first I realized, oh, dessert. It's dessert time. And then I was like, I don't think I want dessert. I took a second and instead of immediately going, it's nighttime, it's the last time that you're going to be in the kitchen, grab something sweet, I sat and like assessed the situation. And I'm like, I'm not hungry. And I'm not feeling a need for anything sweet right now. So I refilled my water bottle and I left the kitchen and I went and got ready for bed. And I went to bed without dessert last night because it was a mindful choice. I took a second and instead of just going into autopilot of like, it's nighttime, I'm done for the day, let's do dessert, I actually sat and thought for just a second about, do I actually want this? Is this something that would add to my experience of my food for the day? And the answer was no. I was like, I don't actually feel compelled to eat something else. So I'm not going to. And that was just a little mindfulness moment that saved me a couple hundred calories because I was like, I don't need dessert. No problem. And I walked away. And I don't feel like I'm missed out on anything or anything like that. Oh, she's excited. Oh, she's excited because grandma's coming downstairs. Gracie's very excited anytime anybody new shows up for the day. She's so happy. Um, I started focusing on my senses and staying in the small moments. That's a good one too. Mindfulness is big on the senses. If you notice a smell, which is really, it's something that I do a lot because the Christmas tree, when you come out in the room, we have a real Christmas tree. So you can smell it. So like if you just stop and take a second, when you notice the smell, take a second to breathe it in. Like it's just a little mindfulness moment, right? Or taking this sip of coffee, the jubilant prancing that is happening behind this computer right now is so cute. No, I'm good. I like the pillow that we have, the one I stole from Kristen. It's a good pillow. I don't know why, but having a pillow problem. The pillow that I normally use here, I think we accidentally took home with us because there's no other reason that it would not be in the bedroom. So I've been waking up with a kink in my neck. So I literally started like rummaging through the 500,000 pillows that are on this level of the house and stole one from my sister-in-law. And it has been working very, very well. So I had a delightful time off from everything, but it's good to be back. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad to see you back. We've missed you. Um, but good, my friends. All right. So I don't have anything else exciting to share. So does anybody else have anything? Staying in small moments and not thinking of other things. Yes. Yeah. And it's so easy. Oh my gosh. And this is something I'm really actively trying to work on. I notice my mind wander a lot, especially during my morning routine. Because when I'm trying to journal, I'll do my morning pages and everything. That is when, oh, this task list, oh, this thing, oh, this blah, 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 blah. And literally while I was journaling just this morning, I was doing my morning pages, trucking along, and like a lot of the stuff that's in my head, I will actually write out in my journal. When if I'm like, oh, a to-do list thing, and it spirals me into talking about keeping my promises to myself, and oh, I'm so sore, but I have to work out. It all ends up spiraling into stuff that I can focus into the journaling. But something that has helped me a ton is just the mindset of, and I don't have like a particular phrase, but the mindset of this will be there when I'm done with this task. So, for example, I have to text my sister and inform her that those 2 appliances that I ordered will be showing up at the door of my parents' house. And it's like my gut instinct would have been in the middle of my journaling to pick up the phone and be like, "Let me text my sister." And then I was like, "No. The 20 minutes that it's going to take me to finish my journaling prompt is not going to make a difference when the things aren't even going to arrive today." And then I was like, "Oh, I wanted to go live by 9 o'clock, and then running out of time, panic, pressure." And I'm like, "No, I can just go live at 9:10. Not a big deal." And so I'm like an active conscious choice of the other thing will be there when you're done with this task. Helping me focus on a singular task has been very, very helpful. Very helpful. My mantra, live in the moment. Yes, and that is something that I am also actively working on, just because I love to get lack. I love to have lack of focus and always think of the next thing. And because of that, I lose the desire to do the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. So, which is why timers are a big thing for me too, right? I said in the goal setting chat just last night, a lot of my monthly action items, my attending list is a joke this month, but that's okay because it's December. But I do have items that I'm like, I looked at it and they're all work related. And I, I said in the chat, I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? This entire attending list for the monthly action items is one solid day's worth of work if I actually applied myself. If I just sat down and did an 8-hour day at my computer, I could accomplish this entire list in one day. And I was like, knowing that, like, I should be able to just like sit down and be like, okay, this next hour is dedicated to this singular task. Pop in the headphones, set the timer, focus on nothing else. And then one thing that's really helpful when you're trying to train yourself to do this mindfulness thing, like one task at a time, have a piece of paper or your to-do list, your planner, whatever, open next to you. So let's say I'm trying to focus exclusively on this macro-friendly grocery list that I'm working on for my email opt-in. I have it in front of me and I start to think as I'm typing and doing things of other things I need to do. If I have the piece of paper and a pen right next to me, I can take 1 second to think of, the task that entered my head, write it down so you don't forget, and then go back to the thing. Because then you get it out of your head and you're like, okay, this list is something that I can tackle after I'm done with the current thing. And that has also helped me a lot, especially when journaling. I'll have the different running piece of paper. I did that a lot at home. I have a bunch of random to-do lists, and that's what I will use when I'm journaling in the mornings to help me stay focused. It will be there when you are done with the current thing. So that is a live in the moment, get the task done mindfulness thing that I do. And then the when you notice something with your five senses, that's another thing that especially this time of year for me. I know this time of year isn't like the most spectacular thing for everybody or whatever, but I love the magic of this time of year and the little things. Like we had Christmas music playing all throughout the house the day we were decorating. And I turned it on in our bedroom, even though we weren't down there because it's all feeds through the same sound system. And then when I like went in there to like go do something and the music was playing and I just was like, oh, and I just stopped for a minute and listened to the music without the chaos of being out here and decorating. And it was so nice. Or the smell of the Christmas tree, or the taste of the peppermint coffee and the holiday blend and whatever in the coffee mug. Like this season is a full of like little traditions and little things that just that just make the little moments matter a little bit more. And that is for me. And I just love the holiday season. And so again, like flashback to a couple weeks ago when I was like really bummed that like we're not having a holiday season in our house. We're not decorating our house and can do my Christmas mugs and my Christmas things and whatever. But instead making the choice to be like, I'm not doing this, but I can do these little things. Burn the holiday candle, use the holiday soap, drink the holiday coffee. And I'm doing the same thing here of like, what are the little things that I can do every day to just feel a little festive, bring that little bit of joy. That's also a great mindfulness exercise, you know? So good conversation topic, Amberly. I like that. All right, my friends, we are at about 45 minutes, which is what I was at yesterday. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you all for coming to hang out with me this morning. This is a lot of fun. I think, let me check my calendar. I don't think there's anything on my calendar, but I think the logical thing to do is to plan on 9 a.m. for the live stream every day. I think let's go to today. Let me go to my week view. Here we go. Um, well, look at that. There should be no reason that I can't do 9 a.m. So that's the plan, ladies and gentlemen. Let us, from this point forward, the Merry Morning Show is going to happen at 9 a.m. on the weekdays, Eastern Time. So you're going to get me like this. I ain't going to be ready. I ain't going to be post workout, but it's a lot of fun to hang out with you guys and get this done first thing in the morning. So, all of that to say, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Do something festive today, even if it's just a little thing like holiday coffee or stopping to smell a Christmassy smell. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.